Hello and welcome to the All Night Gamers Podcast, episode 279. Hi, hello, hi. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us for another edition of the show. Um, I'm sad to report that my softball saga has come to an end for the year.
Oh,
Um, yeah, did not win the championship, but I think by my count we got third place, so I will take that
that's pretty good.
after having not won a single game in the first 2 years of trying sports.
Yeah, that's a considerable upgrade.
Yeah, and second place in the regular season, so it was good. How are you guys? How are you guys doing? What's new?
Uh, yeah, good, good. Um, we saw D23. They were doing a bunch of the conferences online, so that was fun. Um,
Yeah, they
we
live
got
streamed
Chelsea
a
to
ton of it,
stay
right?
up. Yep, yep. They live streamed all the important stuff as far as I be concerned. Because they did the parks panel. I don't know if they were doing the like the movie panel, but I don't believe them until the movie comes out to theaters anyways.
Hmm.
So the movie panel don't matter.
Fair.
Um, you know, watched it. Oh, there's another thing that actually reminds me. There's another thing we need to add because it wasn't talked about during the show. Um, uh, that's pretty interesting. But let's see what else. Oh, Chelsea won an appeal at work to keep her full time because she was missing a week because of the funeral and everything.
Hmm. Well, that's good.
So yeah,
We
we
love
get to stay in her
bureaucracy.
medical. Yeah, we get to stay in her medical and not mine. Mine is so expensive. Like it's technically like monthly, it's cheaper in theory, but like I don't care if the monthly is cheaper if I'm paying 200 for an urgent care bill.
Yeah.
That was a big yikes. That's why we swapped. But it doesn't matter because it worked out. Um, then otherwise just been vibing, ruining my sleep schedule. Um, Alex decided last night was the perfect opportunity to try to catch me up on some Kingdom Hearts lore. I had a
You could
demo
have
this
gone to
morning.
bed.
Hmm.
You could have gone to bed while I'm showing you
Yeah.
things. He says you could have gone to bed at any time you wanted.
Using me as an excuse is crazy.
Um. All right. Well, let's get into it. Hayden Panettiere dies at 36. Best known for playing Kairi in Kingdom Hearts, Salmon Until Dawn, and Kirby and Scream. Man, I always hate episodes where you start off with people dying because it's such a low.
Such a low.
People need to stop dying. Actually,
I
no,
feel
keep
bad for
dying. The alternative is worse.
Living forever is an old, decrepit skeleton. Mm. I'm not gonna make that joke on the first 5 minutes of the show.
Yeah, literally right after announcing this woman's death, this poor woman's death. Um, we are definitely in touch with our emotions on this show. Um, yeah, unfortunate cardiac arrest, just straight up. So it's a reminder: go to the doctor, get checked out. It could be you. I need to
it
go to
could
the
be.
doctor for real.
Yeah, I finally went earlier this year, and I'm like, you know, I ain't done a single thing they said.
Yeah, and you're gonna go back
I'm gonna
next year and be like, "Well, how are you feeling?" Like, well, still just as bad as
the
last
same,
time.
the same.
I wonder why.
Gee, I wonder why. Yeah, I need to go to the parks more, I think. Or just not even necessarily a park. I just need to get out more. I sit
Touch grass.
so much now, you know?
Yeah, touching grass is very important. That's kind of why. That's like
Mhm.
half the reason I did softball.
Force yourself to go and exercise.
Yeah. And make it a social commitment with people that you work with every day so you get shamed if you don't show up.
Yep.
Yeah. I saw a stand up bit of some guy that was like, "You ever go to the doctor and tell the truth? Don't do that." he they he was filling out forms and you like the generic question of like how much alcohol do you drink in a week? And he wrote down 20, like 20 servings, I guess. The doctor goes, "A week?" And he's like, "No, just kidding."
Yeah. Yeah.
Um. Anyway, rest in peace, Hayden. That was a horrible eulogy. Um. Speaking of eulogies, memory prices have climbed 500% in the past year, up 10x the lowest ever price. 128 gigabytes of DDR5 now is $3,400.
That's
The lowest
disgusting.
ever price was 329.
I think they hate us. That's what I've determined.
I feel like this path of ROM hacks and flashcards that I've been going down for the past few months is now going to become something that's a little bit more of necessity than just funny haha check out this stuff because of stuff like
Mhm.
this. Why do I need to buy the new console when people still make games for the GameCube or the
True.
DS or whatever? Oh, that is a shame. Rip the Steam frame. The Steam frame was supposed to come out this year, and it seems like Steam now is just like totally afraid to talk about it, probably because of this.
Yeah, true.
I mean, it's still probably coming out this year. You're just looking at least $2,000
Yeah,
at the lowest.
yeah, I know.
It's disgusting.
I know it's coming. Just like that's what's making it worse is like, all right, we know why you're waiting. Just do it already. Put me out of my misery. Tell me it's gonna be $5,000 so I can stop being excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like, oh, we don't want to announce the price because what if we announce the price and then it needs to go up?
You
Raise it
eat the cost.
again. Everybody else does it.
Mm.
We're past that point. No one's afraid to raise prices.
Clearly not.
Um, Pokemon Bank is dying as of February 26th of next year. Why does everything always have to die in February? I know the answer is
Because
because
they
their
hate
fiscal
you
year ends in
specifically.
March, but I see that's now you get it. That's what I think. I think it's because they hate me. Everything always
What are we
dies in
doing, April?
February.
Everything always, yeah, that's awful. The Pokemon community not having it. They are so angry.
Um, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen a lot of that backlash. Luckily, this is one of the things I don't care about, so personal impact is minimal. But I know a lot of other people care about it, so it's still just kind of a bummer anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't used Bank like a ton since they switched, to Pokemon games being on the Switch. But all of my um like my living decks up to like the last couple in Gen 7, whatever I'm missing, um, are currently, well, they were in it. I knew that they would come eventually, so I moved them into Gen 7. but I don't want them stuck in Gen 7. I hate Alola.
Wait a minute. I hate Alola.
Correct, exactly. So I need to move them up, and then because that's the problem. Like I think someone said Spinda's the only Pokemon that technically doesn't have a game. Um, but no, Spinda just can't be moved back into home. But it is technically in the Diamond and Pearl remakes,
Well, you can't move it from into Diamond and Pearl, and you can't move it out of Diamond and Pearl because they coded it wrong.
which doesn't make any sense. How the fuck do you code it wrong?
Be Pokemon Company and not
Not
care.
even Pokemon Company. They're little extra guys that did the. It's the same idea, right? Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here, bro? So yeah, I need to get a move on because I don't care about the Dream Finder stuff where it's like, oh, you can get whatever Pokemon with a special Dream Ball. I don't care. What I care about is the fact that I put in time and effort into getting a living dex, and then they announced dex it, so it didn't matter. But now they're like, oh, but if you don't move them, they're going to be stuck on the aging 3DS forever. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like in my mind, this feels just like NFTs to me. So like the same way you can download an image
Just
and
Pokehex it.
call it stealing, you can you can literally just Pokehex, make whatever you want. And the checks for like if it's valid or not are super easy to pass. As long as it's theoretically possible for that Pokemon to exist in the game and stuff, it won't affect you at all. So like to me, it's like, what does it really care if I can just, I don't know.
Yeah,
Not my cup of tea, but I get where you're coming from. Like you spend a lot of time on it, things you care about, and
Cameron's gonna have to buy a 3DS to have.
that's why my ask for Japan is 3DS to hack.
well, if I'm buying you a 3DS, you're paying for it. That's gonna be, that's not gonna be
Hella
cheap.
expensive.
Yeah. Just
No,
hack your own
I'll
3DS,
figure
dude. What are you so afraid of, huh? What are you so afraid
mostly
of?
breaking it.
Ah, come on. I mean, you back up the NAND like you do any other console, and
Then
it's
you're good.
fine. I haven't hacked all of mine because I do like having the authentic feel available to me. But I don't know, man.
But
I
also,
think
they're
I
getting
think you should
so
just hack it.
expensive. They're so expensive now.
I mean,
Yeah.
I assume to do the bank home thing, you're gonna need. I hope I come there wrong. You're gonna need a hacked. Like when someone figures it out, you're gonna need a hacked 3DS, and you're gonna need a hacked Switch.
Yeah, but home is online.
Yeah, spoofing online things is a whole
The
other ball game. Like you for sure could set up Pokemon Bank on your 3DS, like a hacked version, but
like a
like getting
server,
that
yeah.
version to connect to an actively maintained server that's first party that's where it gets risky.
That's how you end up
Banned.
uh
Usually
banned.
banned.
Yeah.
That's why when I hacked my Switch to get all my save data off there, I made sure I never connected it to the internet because I was like, this is an actively maintained ecosystem, and I don't want to lose access to my Nintendo account. But also, fuck them, I'm not restarting these games.
True.
Um, DK challenges are now so the DK challenge for Switch 2, if you complete that before it ends, which it ends in September 1st, which is 2 weeks from the time of this recording actually, um, then you will be able to qualify for a card set.
which
that
is what we
seems to
wanted
be
originally. You know,
yeah.
that was like the whole. We had a good little discussion about it because it's like
Um,
it didn't make sense to just have challenges for digital cards.
so it's a card set of all the cards that you get for the challenge. It's basically the cards represent the challenges you did. And it comes
Just
in a little
without your
box,
name on them, it
and
looks
they
like.
are free. They won't require any platinum points or anything. All you have to do is beat the challenge before it ends,
And
and
probably pay for
then
shipping.
you will get, yeah, probably. You will receive a notification by early October with details on how to redeem the offer. So that's exciting. I totally didn't care when this was announced, and then I found myself playing it anyway because, I mean, who am I fooling? I'm not fooling anybody.
It's Donkey Kong. You
It's
want
Donkey Kong,
you
and I'm
want
a
some of them.
sellout. I'm a shell of a man.
You want at least some of them.
I
So
think it's all or
apparently
none, though.
Yeah, it is all or
it is
none,
all
but
or
like
none.
there's some Donkey Kong Country ones.
Oh yeah, those were cheese. I
Yeah.
finished the retro ones super easy, especially the DKC ones. They marked the beat King K rule as hard, and I was like, "Oh, you guys are plebs."
They're just like, and they don't even make you play the game either. It's just, hey, here's a spawn into this.
that was the first thing I was like, "Okay, it might take me a minute to do the King K rule one if I have to, because I don't know
Get
if
you
I
a
have a
room.
completed save on Switch NSO or not. I might. If not, it's close. Um,
But then they're just like,
Jump you right
here.
into the fight. Yeah, easy.
No, the real challenges are Bonanza, which is what people will complain about it costing.
But also, they're not gonna not have Bonanza challenges though. Honestly, it's probably
Oh
the game
no, I have to
the
play
best
a 9
game.
out of 10.
Oh no, how awful!
What are we talking about here? Yeah, it's a great game. Um, Kingdom Hearts D23 stuff. Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer was shown off. Sora was shown in Quadtram and Coco World. Playable Donald and Goofy in Hercules World. Playable Mickey and Scala ad Calum. Characters from Union X Cross, or Union Cross, I see. Dark Road and
Yeah.
the canceled Missing Link. Kingdom Hearts working title, an original anime series for the Disney Channel and Disney Plus, is in development in collaboration with Tetsuya Nomura and the creative team at Square Enix for a brand new story. Confirmed to release late 2027.
Yes.
Yep. So we're gonna get Kingdom Hearts 4 right before Sony stops doing physical games.
Yeah, what do you think
And
the
then we'll.
last physical game is going to be? Does this? I mean, this will be close,
Uh,
right?
right now,
This will be close.
the last important one is going to be Kingdom Hearts 4. Um, it is going to be interesting seeing what the actual last one is, though. Because they could always announce something for holiday 2024 and then release after Kingdom Hearts or 27, whatever, and then release after Kingdom Hearts 4.
This will be close though.
Yeah, it will be pretty close.
Yeah, I will not be surprised if this is the last major game that
No, Sony's probably got something for December, which is their or whatever the last month is. Like they gave a specific time it's cutting off, right?
thought it was in January 28th.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I assume they've got some. Sony has something for.
At least planned,
Yeah,
because otherwise, why bother? Why not sooner? Unless Kingdom Hearts 4 is the big thing.
No, because remember, I think we talked about a rumor that they didn't inform any third parties they were doing this.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait for the day when we are going to be boomers and we'll be like, you kids have no idea. Stores used to have games in them. You like went somewhere. That's going to be our
Um,
boomer shit that we're
that
on.
or
Like,
Guys, we already have boomer shit. The internet used to be a place. We used to have classes to teach us how to use it.
yeah, dude, you access the internet in one room in your house, and that was if you were lucky. Because not everybody, dude, like the yeah, we're gonna be awesome boomers. We've already got this down pat. You used to have to go into a room in your house, and it was some people were too poor to have a computer in their house. Actually, that's something I wanted to bring up about the RAM. I've been seeing that idea float around a lot. Like we're gonna go back to the times where like you only had a personal computer if you were wealthy. Like, oh wow, look at Mr.
It's
Moneybags
certainly
over
getting
here with
close,
his own personal local computer instead of a cloud rented AI computer.
right? It is certainly feeling close. Cannot deny.
I miss internet class.
Mm-hmm.
Disney announces end of service for Play Disney app used at Disneyland and Disney World. What did
Yeah. So,
was that all just games?
well, as games and trivia. So this takes out the data pad and the Play Disney side of the Bounty Hunters Magic Band Plus Scavenger Hunt and Galaxy's Edge. This takes out DuckTales World Showcase Adventure. Personal stake in that. Um, over at Epcot. Uh, there's a game I've never gotten it to work on my old phone, and I just realized it can work on this phone. Um, but there's a game at Art of Animation. Um, I'm gonna try that out hopefully this week. See what is getting uh removed there because I honestly don't know. It's something with the portraits, but I don't think any of them are digital, so I don't know how it works. I want to see if it's even still active. Um, but yeah, I was able to load it. Um, and then there's a bunch of games in the queues uh, over at Toy Story Mania. Um, there's a game where like part of the queue literally interacts with the phone game to cause Stinky Pete to pop up, like towards where you get the glasses.
Uh
Gone.
huh.
Um, it it's a lot. There's a lot of like little interactions tied to this app, and they're just like gone. But they also didn't announce like DuckTales is still active. They didn't announce what they're doing with DuckTales. They didn't announce um what they're doing with the datapad stuff for Galaxy's Edge because Bounty Hunters, yeah, you can still play it on the Magic Band. It's not as good on the Magic Band. And I say that as someone that actually cares to have a Magic Band. Um, but it's certainly you can do it. You can do the main part of it, but you're missing out the game. And uh, I've seen a lot of people be like, "Oh, but they can move DuckTales and such to the Magic Band Plus," and it's like they don't care about the Magic Band Plus.
they also
Uh,
cannot.
they also can't. It's literally the entire story of the game is on the screen. There is no screen on the Magic Band, so don't know what they're doing. They didn't announce any plans for it. They're just like it's dead September 16th. So thank you Disney. Very cool.
Much appreciated.
I love into service.
I love things I paid for becoming not usable.
Yeah, I'll report back on what the Art of Animation game is, um, since I know more or less everything else. I know there's some other stuff at Disneyland, but I don't know what it is because I haven't been to Disneyland. So like it shows up in the app, but I don't know what it actually does in person.
Yeah.
But I just come on, man. Like, what are we doing? What? But I have a theory, right? Stuff like DuckTales requires a game server to be running to validate the player data. That's how you activate the finale for the game and whatnot. With all the components getting more expensive to replace, because these machines run 365, so it's not out of the question for them to end up ruined. There's a chance they just don't want to pay for the replacement parts.
It's either that or not enough people use it, like to outweigh the cost of just running those servers, just the power cost.
Yeah, but like, there's it's not like there's not other wasted stuff. When I was on my internship, they had two machines set up for Magic Band interactions at Toy Story.
Mm-hmm.
Never used, like officially. There was never any official use for them, but they were sitting back there until we came along and collected them, which was like, let's see, that was the one that Dinnerbone sent me a picture of when they were testing it, right? Because he was like, oh yeah, I saw that. There was at least a 5 year gap between him seeing it and us collecting the towers. So I don't think Disney cares about a little bit of electricity usage, but they might now that they don't own the land. I don't know. There's no telling. They ain't gonna tell me.
Your solution is probably more likely. I'm just
Yeah,
playing
they just don't
devil's
want to pay
advocate.
for the replacement parts because we're talking about the same company that went, oh yes, People Mover needs new wheels. We need to save at least $20,000 on these wheels before we approve new wheels.
Um. All right. Well, on to Collector's Corner, the weekly segment where we talk about the games we've been playing, the games we've been buying, good things, bad things, and the like. Blah, blah, blah. Can't speak again
Good
today.
things, buying things, and the like.
Yeah. We use a wheel here to determine who goes first. And I have no interest in being that person. Is currently a three-way tie for last. Let's see who we got.
Yes.
No, dude, not me again. Oh my god. It was so
4
close. It
weeks
was
in a
almost
row.
Alex. I thought it was going to be Alex.
4 weeks in a row.
That's
4 weeks in a row.
that's not fair. Suffering from
4 weeks in a
success,
row.
bro.
4 weeks in
Look
a
how
row.
close that was. Come on.
Well, at least you're secure. The problem is there's only 3 of us. Cooper keeps not showing up. So
Yeah,
it
this
does,
does mean that eventually I will make a crazy run for last because I won't go first for like 3 months.
True.
The law of
Oh, no.
averages will show its head someday. Okay, so my hyperfixation of the week has been GameCube, actually. I'm continuing my rampage of discovering ROM hacks and setting up things to play in the future because there's a ton I want to play. So I've gotten several GameCube ones in. There is one called Super Mario Eclipse, which is one of
Oh, I've heard of
Sunshine.
that one. Yeah.
It doubles the shine count and it doesn't kick you out of a level when you beat a shine. You just leave on your own, so like you can keep going. It's a little weird how they make that work. Like the level kind of reloads a little bit, but like you don't reset at the beginning of the level. Oh, I don't know. It's weird. So I've been playing a little bit of that one. It definitely is made for an emulator because it is working this GameCube to death. I would say it was akin to like playing Breath of the Wild at launch, where like in the heavier areas you get some pretty bad frame dips, but um, it runs surprisingly well. I mean, for like being such an expansion of the game that does a lot of the things that Nintendo clearly didn't do because of the performance.
Yeah.
It's taken it pretty well. Obviously would and it's got if you run it on an emulator, you there's like 60 FPS patches, 16:9 patches, all that stuff. Tons of different settings, configurability, speedrun support, all this stuff. It's very impressive, and it's really high quality too. The intro cutscene actually starts at the castle from Mario 64, and you talk to Peach and Toadsworth about like going on vacation. And Peach is all excited that you're able to come with them, and all that stuff. Like you literally you walk away from the castle and you walk down like the garden to the airstrip where the plane is, and you get on the plane, and then the game starts. It's like a whole other cutscene. It's so cool. And from what I understand, there's a bunch of sprites to collect at that castle, but that's like post game. You have to beat the main game. There's new playable characters. You can play as Luigi or
Piano
Pian-
Kid, whatever his name is.
Pianissimo.
Pianissimo. Yeah.
And there's one other. So I've only collected 5 shines because I just set this up yesterday. I had a whole problem with. Turns out, for some reason, this game will not boot on GameCube if you have the MemCard Pro in it when you boot the game.
Oh.
If you boot the game and then put the MemCard Pro in afterwards, it's perfectly fine. It works fine. But like for some reason, if that memory card is in there and the game boots, it just doesn't boot. And I thought I had screwed up something with my Swiss setup or my Pico boot because I had also updated my Pico boot firmware while I was doing all this. I spent like 2 hours fooling with it just to come to find out, oh, if I just unplug the memory card, it works, and then plug it back in after it boots up, and it is fine. That's the fun part of ROM hacks.
I mean, how are you even supposed to guess that that's what it would have been? You know?
The really infuriating thing about the MemCard Pro GC is that you can't disable the Game ID feature on the memory card itself. You can do it in Swiss, but if you try to set up something that's not Swiss, it's going to force its little head in there, and that was causing me all sorts of problems because I was trying to change my front end to look like a GameCube screen. It's called Cube Boot. It's basically Swiss, but it makes it look like it's authentic GameCube home screen kind of thing.
Right.
And I couldn't get that to work. I spent a whole bunch of time fooling with it. But anyway, figured out all the issues. Everything's good. I got a new version of Luigi's Mansion I want to try that adds a bunch of quality of life features.
Interesting.
And also, like, it adds the new difficulty mode that from the 3DS that they added. It puts that into the GameCube version. There's a Zelda ROM hack called, it's like Wind Waker Extended or something like that, and it's like a new story, but supposedly it's extremely well made. And like it's not confusing to figure out what to do, and you get to play as Zelda. So I haven't even touched that one yet. I saw some stuff about like Mario Party expansions. Mario Kart Double Dash Plus, it quintuples the amounts of maps. It adds a ton of retro courses and some new courses. And similar to the other Mario Kart ROM hacks I've been experimenting with, they are extremely high quality. I continue to be impressed by how much effort these people put into all this free stuff. It feels like Nintendo made it. It really does. It's very impressive. Played a little bit of that one. And there's a couple more to set up too, so screwing around with that. The talk of the broadband adapters from last week got GameCube planted in my head, and
Understandable.
The rest is history.
Always is.
I also ordered one of those 8-bit do they make PCB conversion kits that it's like a drop-in replacement into a GameCube controller. You take the PCB out of a GameCube controller and you put this one in it, and it turns it wireless. They have a custom charging cable that'll go through the hole where the wire used to be. It keeps rumble, and they also make an adapter, or I mean, it works with like any adapter for the GameCube, a wireless one, and it's Bluetooth, so you can hook it to your PC and use all sorts of stuff. And I've got a controller that's busted, that beyond repair. So I'm going to try it out on that one and see how that
Yeah,
goes.
that's a smart play.
Because I really hated the idea of doing that. Oh, dude, I saw one of the videos I was watching. He did it to his the new Smash GameCube controller, like not the Wii U
Ooh.
ones, but the newest one that they made for Ultimate. And I was like,
Ooh.
how could you, dude? That's brand new. How could you do that? And yeah, speaking of, I busted the white Smash controller back out,
Let's
giving that one some
go.
love. It just feels so. It's just so nice to have a controller that was not made in 2004. Like I've
Right.
refurbed all of mine, but they just don't.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same. Plus, all of my refurbed ones are OG, so the cables are like 4 feet or 6 feet, wherever they are, and these ones are 10, so I can actually sit where I want to.
When we did Double Dash last week, Chelsea was using the Wavebird, so I'm just stretching out with the Smash Bros. Controllers. So I'm sitting on the couch instead of, on the floor with the older style.
I had been using my Wavebirds basically exclusively for a while with my GameCube, but I started to realize that I kind of miss the rumble.
Mhm.
So I really hate they removed the rumble. Like it makes sense why, but so I kind of put those aside for the rumble. Anyway, I'll report back on how that wireless mod goes. It seems to be pretty straightforward. Let's see. Outside of GameCube, I played the game of the week. I played a little Pokemon X, picking up where I left off there.
Nice.
I was actually going to play my Analog 3D this week before the GameCube thing took over because I updated my firmware in that and got it all ready to go. And yeah, I think oh yeah, and doing the last bit of Japan planning. I've got a few things to buy at the end of this week, tickets and such. Gotta buy Shinkansen tickets. Gotta buy reservations for something. I can't remember what it was, but I have it written down in my book.
That's why you write down.
So, yeah, it's getting real. We're 2 weeks away.
2 weeks
By
away.
literally 2 weeks from today, I will be in Japan.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Super jealous.
I've been feeling a mix of emotions about it, mainly a lot of anxiety. And it's just because and it's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. But like just the fact that I'm going literally halfway across the planet to a country that does not speak English, does not use English money, American money. Everyone is a totally different size. All of their customs are different. Like literally everything is different. I am essentially going to a new planet. So I'm just nervous about, like
Everything.
the idea of leaving, going so far away. But it'll be fine. Once we land there, really once we get to our first hotel, everything will be fine because that means we'll have gotten the eSIMs checked out, we'll have gotten cash, we'll have gotten Suica cards, we've gone through customs and got our luggage, and once we have all that and we're all in the hotel, then it'll be fine. But the logistics, make me antsy.
Yep.
Yeah. Keep in mind, probably more cash than you think, though, because Japan's very.
Yes. Yeah. I've put a lot of time into trying to figure out the cash situation because, so there's only like 2 banks you can use that don't charge any foreign transaction fees. like even on withdrawals from an ATM. And I didn't really like feel like setting up an account with Charles Schwab. So, USAA, they will reimburse you up to $10 a month in ATM fees. And they don't, well, they do charge foreign transaction fees, but they don't charge ATM fees again until like they reimburse you for $10 worth. So I will be paying a little bit of fee there, but my Costco credit card does not charge for a transaction fee. So anywhere I can use that, I'm going to use it, and the rest, yeah, I will also be carrying around a ton of cash, which also makes me nervous because, like, here carrying around a ton of cash these days is like, oh, I'm going to get robbed.
Right.
but
Right.
but it's just totally different over there. So, actually, we got these little passport book thingies. They're RFID blocking, and they
Nice.
hold your passport and all the cards you need, and there's a wallet for cash. It's like an all-in-one thing. So that'll help us
That's awesome.
keep everything in order because we're gonna need our passport a ton. We can avoid a lot of tax there if we show our passport. Um, so we definitely plan to do that. Although I did find that with some stuff you can buy totally tax free, but when you buy it, they put it in like a sealed bag, and you can't open it until you get home and go through customs. Otherwise, they will like charge you for the tax.
That makes sense.
Interesting.
Um, so yeah, it's getting real. Uh, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, let's see who's last. Cameron's last.
Let's go.
Dude,
Sarah, baby.
The freaking
Country
comeback.
again. Country again. Country again.
No. I can't believe it. No.
I hate the law of averages.
Let's go.
Law of averages sucks.
The only thing that consoles me, similar to how I know I will start going last again someday, we will also know that Cameron won't go last for a while someday. We will all suffer.
Hasn't even
I mean,
consistently last
well,
for like
except for when Cooper came in, yeah. The 1 week where Cooper was here recently.
Cooper's got to come back, so it throws you off. All right, what have I been playing? The two normal ones, Persona 5X and Marvel Rivals. Bonanza, because of the challenge, I'm already down to floor.
Oh yeah, I played. I
900
totally
floor.
forgot. That's what I was forgetting. I've been working on those challenges too.
You did kind of hint that you had, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It made me beat the game. So have you beaten
I've-
Bonanza?
No.
Okay. It's okay.
I
I
have
was
Did it.
I
literally
barely
like
put any time into it, but now I'm down to floor 900. I've ignored literally everything and have been shooting straight for the story.
Alex is
This
trying to
is
get
the
these
first
cards.
boss that's stopped me. Like every other boss, I was like, "You're a pushover." No, the stupid bat in the lava room is the one that's slowed me down.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Since you need to be the elephant to primarily beat that one. Hi, that boss is driving me nuts. I did not play the game of the week, but I have beaten it previously, so I
I
feel
think if
pretty
there's
good
anyone that
about
gets a pass on not playing the Dark Pictures games the week that they're supposed to play them, it's you.
Yeah.
I've played some of the other challenges in the DK Bonanza thing, just to try to knock out a couple of those while during the show here.
Yeah.
Or get my things updated because I had to update like all of the NSO apps, other than the one that never gets updates, Mature 17 for the N64.
Mm.
Actually, on that note, it's really weird that uh, Donkey Kong 64 doesn't have a single challenge.
Because who
It-
cares about DK64?
I think it's because you would have to load.
The game,
You
you'd
would
have to play
have
through
to
the game,
play the game yourself, right? It couldn't just
load it
load
into
a
that
challenge.
specific spot.
And if they're
That's
gonna
got to
make
be
you
what it
want to
is.
play one, they want you to play the new one, not
The one that they're
Donkey
getting
Kong
actual money from.
64.
Yeah.
Um, I I mean, you definitely could. They could just make it to where you load in. I think it's because you have to subscribe to the top tier of NSO to
That's
access
true.
it.
All
And
the
they're
others
already,
are on the regular one, right?
yeah.
Yeah, the rest are Game Boy, uh, NES, and SNES. So
Yep.
I think that's the real reason.
probably.
That's got to be what it. And otherwise, they would have done the same and had DLC added, which I'm really glad they didn't.
Yeah, I want the physical cards. You're gonna give me cards for playing a game? Heck yeah.
Yeah, I was literally like, my stupid head struck again, and I was discovered that I was literally like less than 2 hours away from beating the game. Bonanza. I was like, you know what? Yeah, this is a good excuse for me to actually beat that game.
So how many challenges you got left?
I do not know, and my Switch 2 is not in its dock because I left it in my bag. So I'll check after the show. It's not that many. It's like maybe half a dozen, and it's all the like hard Bonanza challenges. And I've done a
So
couple of
Yeah.
them, but
one of
I
them's
will
a boss
say,
fight then.
well, yeah, one of them's boss rush, which you're gonna have to unlock by getting enough gold. Um, but they kind of show you how to do it if you watch the little example on like the other hard challenges, because you got boss rush and the other the
the
final
bonus stage.
rehearsal.
Oh, the final
Bonus
rehearsal.
stage is, yeah, bonus stage is not easy, but you kind of just have to, if you go to the resort level, you can do it there. Um, that's where I ended up doing it. Spoilers. I also did it. If you do the resort layer, you get to do the surfing challenge instead of, like the punch everything or blow everything up or whatever. It's probably the fastest to get the 6,000. Um, but
If you have the
then,
amiibo, you can cheat Thorny surfing.
is it Thorny Surfing that you get to cheat, or is it?
I
I
thought it was.
thought
You said it
I
was the one that you could create
no,
the.
no, no. You can use it, but I could have, because Thorny Surfing. Well, no, because Thorny Surfing you have to use the snake's glare to freeze time enough, because otherwise you will not have enough time. So I think technically it would help there too, but you still are gonna have to get off the surfing thing so that you can get um the time frozen long enough.
Heard.
But the final rehearsal, you can use it to get through the first area with all the spikes there. Because otherwise, you have to, like, you go down to base level skills for those final two challenges.
Yeah.
Um, so having a way to cheese that first area, not not the worst option. My amiibo, not here.
Let's see. Did I play anything else? We've gotten distracted by Donkey Kong, which is what I put most of my time into. No, that might be it because I had to do. There was specific things I needed to do in Rivals. They'd released the next bit of story, which took a while in Persona 5. I've been primarily playing Donkey Kong outside of that.
I almost feel like we could have done the DK challenge as the game of the week.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Because
Cameron, have
that
you
was
finished it?
I'm getting the cards, dude.
Okay. Yeah, I need to work on that. I'm gonna circle back to you after the show about
Yeah.
some of
And
the
I guess I went to work
tropes.
and I was really sore because they were
He
both.
hasn't been to work.
Well, yeah, but one was a 9 hour day and one was 8:40 day.
Yikes!
So
I
I was
work nines, but I also just sit all day, so
yeah,
Yeah.
mine is.
I
I
have
got
to actively think about not sitting.
uh on
Just
the
think
nine
about the
hour
problem.
day. I got over 20,000 steps.
Hey, that's gonna be me soon. I can't wait.
Yeah.
It was so painful though.
And Alex didn't even do anything fun for it.
Yeah, at least you get to do fun things.
That's why I put so much money into equipment or shoes mainly, actual proper walking shoes.
Oh, that makes sense.
All right, well, Cameron, finish this out then.
All right. So since we've already been talking about it, uh, I did the DK challenge within about 24 hours, I think. Uh, from when I started, maybe a little more.
He'd already
Um,
beat Bonanza before that.
but I had beat Bonanza. That is true. Um, having Bonanza beat and 100%, and so I had access to everything does make it slightly faster. Uh,
Wait, you hundred
yeah,
percented Bonanza?
well, up until the DLC.
Ah,
Yes, I was psychotic, but I get like 15 cents an episode or something, whatever the ratio is. So it helps to have a lot of episodes. Um, but yeah, so I did that. Uh, I fully agree that the classics challenges worthless. Like if you the fact that you were just spawned in and you could rewind.
oh yeah, I
You know
forgot you could rewind too. I did that a couple
the
times, especially on the
the fact
minecart
that
one.
right the fact you could rewind and the fact that you could were just spawned in directly to whatever location the challenge was. Like, oh no, I had to beat the first level of Donkey Kong Country. Oh no. Like, okay, whatever. Uh, you know.
See, I think
Um,
maybe that is like a psyop to just. It's like giving people crack. You know, you just try Donkey Kong Country. Just play the one level, and then all of a sudden you end up like us.
hmm.
Oh, play country. Oh, play all these old games with
Actually
real.
used NSO.
It might be, hey, look how confident you are. You've got half the trophies already. Why don't you go
That
for
why
the
don't you go
other?
get Bonanza? You don't own Bonanza, go buy Bonanza so that you can get the. But also the fact that the cards are U.S. only, that feels like a U.S. thing that they want to go with. Um, it's kind of funny though.
That's what's really crazy about this. U.S. exclusive?
U.S. exclusive, insane.
Is it
Since
not
when?
Japan as well?
No, Japan did not announce them. Europe did not announce them. As far as I'm aware, they're U.S. exclusive.
If I was in one of the other countries, I know you're not guaranteed to get them, but I think I would just do them just in case.
Mm-hmm. Just in case there's like a oh, actually, surprise! You get the physical cards, but it's announced like
Well,
day
yeah.
before. Um, yeah. So that
Watch it be
was
like, oh well, if you're in Japan, you actually will get a gold-plated statue that is like a foot tall. and we're three
That
thousand
does
dollars, that
that
will
does
be
sound
like,
like something the
okay,
game would do.
that's why the cards were U.S. exclusive.
Right.
And then Europe, yeah, Europe not getting it, not shocking. I know.
Well, Nintendo hates Europe.
True.
Exactly.
Do I did end up having to look up how to do the demolition challenges because both of them are double the time to get the extra banana. So those were painful.
Yeah,
Um,
the reason I hadn't done those yet, I specifically avoided them, was like, well, I just need to play more Bonanza and get all the skill unlocks for
yeah,
Kong Bonanza.
and then you have to reset them. um, the Rombi challenge was difficult, and then I looked it up, and I was on the right track for it. I just wasn't turning around fast enough.
I got my Switch out. I'm checking my challenges. Let's see where I've got.
Like on the bonus stage,
Oh yeah,
I
the
was
Ramby
literally
Rumble was
playing
actually
the
where I
challenge.
gave up. I remember now. I was like, it was like 11 p.m. and I was like, I am not gonna make any more useful attempts at this tonight. But
Yeah, yeah. That one because you have to go around the first time, get get your rocket boost, and then go on the little island with the tones, and then from there you just go around in a very tight oval
that's where
from
I got keep getting tripped up. Is I'd make it to that island and then I'd make it around a lap two and then I just couldn't
and then
wrap
you'd fall.
around. Yeah.
Yeah, yep. It's tight. Um, but you end up with so much extra time if you're pulling it off, so you have a little bit of leeway there. Um, I didn't like the miracle shots. You get 10 seconds, which was it did not feel like nearly enough to actually do. But I did get it eventually. It's because you have to wait for them to despawn. That's my problem with that one. But some of these others, it's just a matter of getting it
Which one was
started
that one?
correctly. And the it's like kill 3 beetles or whatever they're called, the little flying guys.
Buzzoids.
Yeah, the buzzoids.
I see. Yeah, I can't wait to grind these last challenges.
Yeah, it's pretty good. They're they're difficult, but again, this is exactly why we're like, well, if there was something physical, it'd be worth doing. I like people literally are like, well, the point of it is to have fun and play the game. I played the game. I had fun with the game. Doing difficult challenges for the sake of fun is not fun. These aren't even like proper achievements, they're going to disappear.
The point is to
Having
have
fun
fun
is
with the game.
hard.
I don't have fun with games.
I don't have fun with games.
I
Don't you
hate
like
I hate
playing
video
hard parts?
games. Don't you
I
understand?
hate Don't you understand? I play them out of necessity. Uh, yeah. That was it was a lot. Let's see. I did some Mario Kart World with our buddy Lewis. We exclusively use Game Chat for that. Kind of like when we were testing it, Grant. It works really well. Um, I don't hate the idea of it being like the way to do long gaming sessions on Switch games because it's so much nicer than having to wear headphones for 3, 4, 5 hours, so however long you're
Yeah, I
playing.
mean it is pretty impressive. It's just hard to dethrone Discord. As many problems as it has.
Ever growing problems, but there's something Nintendo won't give us, which is messaging. So we, until they do that, we're and also give us a way to. But the real thing is we can't record. the audio if we're doing it on Switch.
Yeah.
Because if we did that with like an Elgato or a different capture card, that is a massive file just to record the audio.
Yeah.
Um, played Raiders. I have beat everything on the super spicy difficulty. Now it's just beating the quote unquote bottomless pit, um, which is just 3 levels at a time. So it's been, I got several of them done while I was waiting for Chelsea to get home from work so we could go get dinner. And then Tomodachi Life, obviously. Trying to think. Oh, and Game of the Week. I learned. Oh, I'm just on that in a minute. Yeah. Other than that, just work stuff. Like I mentioned earlier, I had a dono, so that did take up a fair bit of my mental state this week. That and D23. Um, I got $5 off of just recapping what D23 did. That was crazy.
We'll take it. All right, on to game of the week, the Dark Pictures anthology Man of Medan. Um, I'm going to be honest with you. My experience with this game was definitely, I'm not going to say ruined, but hindered slightly because I had already played Little Hope, where like since the Man of Medan was the first one, you can tell they had some quality of life improvements and also slightly better graphics and character models. Um, So, like, not saying it's bad and I didn't like it, but like, I definitely wish, kind of like Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2, like, I kind of wish I had played
Yeah,
this before I had
yeah,
played Little
that's
Hope.
exactly
Right,
what I
played
was
them in
thinking
order.
when you mentioned that. I was like, that sounds exactly like your Bayonetta comparison.
The interesting thing about that though is the one that looks so nice that they did. Uh, no, I haven't played the newest one. It's Until Dawn, but it's because it had Sony money.
Mm. Had daddy's money.
Yeah.
Here you go, kiddo. Have the credit card. Um, I will say, uh, probably should just played it on the PS5. Um, I
What'd you
just
play it
didn't want to
on?
have to. I played it on my laptop
Mm.
because it was easier to. Yeah, I'm lazy. I didn't want to have to set up my PS. Well, it is set up, but like, I didn't want to have to pull the
I'm
game
lazy.
on,
I don't
and
want to play my console.
I
That's
didn't
the
want to play the
definition of
console.
lazy.
I just want to put like the setup and everything. I just didn't want to have to figure out the space issue, because there's only so much storage. So I was like, okay, well,
Uh,
I'll just play it on my laptop. Terrible mistake. Very, very like if that had been my first experience with the game, I would have been like, wow, this game cannot run properly. No, it's my laptop. It's the laptop that can't run it. Well, it can't. It can run it better than more modern games, I guess. But it was it lagged in some of the cutscenes. Like just like, oh, great. So yeah, but I played it a little bit just to get an idea. Um, and I played with Alex previously, and we basically beat it. I think we were like 40 minutes or whatever. Um, I think it's a very interesting game, as but Alex, this is the one that they did the everyone can be the main character, right?
Everybody, yes. So, yeah, because of how this one works, everybody can kind of be the main character. And it has the most branching paths out of any of the games because of that, but it also makes the story weird. And there's only a couple exclusive chapters. And Besides the fact that the guy on the main cover, their unique model for this one, you can take him out of the game and he'll not be in the game for most of your run if you do it. Conrad can be taken
Yeah.
out on the boat chase.
Yeah. Leave and go get help. 3 hours later, Conrad comes back with help.
Well, yeah,
Everyone's dead.
Yeah, you can get that ending. If you send Conrad away, you better break the boating cap, so that Conrad doesn't get put in his bad ending or one of his bad ending states.
Murdered.
And there's a lot of good things. There's a lot of like, if you made bad choices earlier in the game, it can screw you over more in this one, as where, yeah, that usually happens, but there's usually some other things to do, or they're usually later. This one has, uh, if you can just kill one of them because you didn't listen to the Ben's talk and understand it.
Which, to be fair, it is a story-driven game. You should be paying attention to the story.
Yeah.
But
But
also,
if you up
because of
came up early and then drank the alcohol, Julia will just die at the end of the game if she's not already dead. Because she's got the
Bends.
alcohol poison. Yeah.
just keels over.
I like a lot of things in Man of Medan, but I also don't. It is the lamest mystery because anybody can figure it out within so early, and there's not like a second twist. It's just that's what it is.
Yeah, like that's kind of what I mean. It goes back to my point of like, if I had zero knowledge about this series and like how much it can keep you on your seat, then like I would have had a much better first impression of Man of Medan. Man of Medan.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I think I agree. But I gotta be honest. Like when a lot of people complain about this type of gameplay, but like because it's forced into other games, like God of War will have just gigantic walking segments where they're just talking. Like they're just lore dumping and getting a bunch of the story out of the way so we can move on to the next beat up the bad guy segment.
Yeah.
And that's pretty hated on generally, but like they kind of made a game out of that.
Yeah.
It's
And it
weird.
works.
Yeah, like they took a concept that most people dog on and like well, when you make it actually focus on that and then still allow like it's more than just push the stick forward and the game ends because you have to make choices. So it's a little more involved, but like there's no gameplay. You're not really doing anything. Like besides
Yeah, not
driving
really
characters
in
from place to place and making choices for them.
Um, I I gotta append my statement. It worked. It clearly it no longer did because they went out of business or
They're still
fired a
in
bunch of people.
business.
But they fired a bunch of people just
They
like
Oh,
did
a
laid
couple
off,
weeks
fire a
ago,
yeah.
bunch
didn't
of
they?
people. They
I,
also got sick of people talking about like what Grant just talked about of there's not a ton of gameplay. But to be fair, I'm personally not playing for a lot of gameplay. But like
that's my
they
point.
did really push it in House of Ashes has a bit more. Devil in Me has hiding sections where you've got to hide from him and move around like an area.
That's the one with where if it feels you move the controller, you
No, that's Until Dawn that
okay.
uses the PlayStation's.
Oh, like
Um,
motion.
yeah, Devil in me is you'll have like these big hiding, like
Stealth.
yeah, stealth. But I was gonna name what Dead by Daylight. It will kind of be like that
I see.
ish.
Yeah.
Uh, because of complaints like, oh, there's not a ton of gameplay, but it's like it's a choice based narrative horror game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
Uh,
it's different when that's the point. Like when it's
yeah,
not the point, when the game is about something else and you have to do stuff like this, it's very annoying. But when that's the point of the game and like you already know you're signing up to basically watch a movie that you have
With
input on.
yeah,
yeah. That's what I want to play these for, and people complain that that's what they are.
Well, then you don't like the game. But like that doesn't mean it's
Yeah,
bad.
right,
Like they made this work. I really need to make myself play. One, I need to finish Man of Medan and not play it all the way.
right.
Well, all the endings. But I have not touched House for Ashes or Devil in Me, and I own both of those. Actually, I own all four of those
House
games.
of House of Ashes is my favorite Dark Pictures game. There's not a ton of build up into of like waiting. It's more horror monster, and you know you're with the monster from like the get.
Yeah, there's not a lot of downtime.
Yeah. So I really like that one. Some of the choices you can make are interesting. Anyways, we're talking about the first one. I don't know. The rhythm section, heartbeat's fine. Although I've had it be jank before.
well, you screwed up. Sure.
There, what's fun? I like that if you can do it right, you can. There's like a bunch of different ways that the Brad and Fliss interaction in the ballroom can play out, depending on who's currently can see
Hmm.
what. So that's kind of fun. I don't know. Multiplayer's fun enough.
Yeah.
How does multiplayer work?
You
So
pass the controller when it's that person's turn.
yeah, basically
Hmm.
you determine who's going to play whichever
Or
character or
sorry, there's
characters.
there's two different ways, right? Because there's that multiplayer and then there's real multiplayer, which is
Everyone
two
votes
people own
on
it.
what it is, right? No,
No,
that's not.
two
Wait,
people
what
own it.
game am I thinking of?
So, uh, you're thinking of Hidden Agenda, which I've
Oh, okay, okay.
is made by them. I've never played it. I do own it. Real multiplayer has a mode, and you play director's cut lets you play that other side. But what it is, you'll be playing it together. And then so like when Alex and Fliss are at the bottom of the are searching the plane, one of you would be Alex and one of you would be not Fliss, Julia. One of you would be Alex and one of you would be
Okay.
Julia playing together.
Interesting.
So that's what you get.
The Steam page says online PvP.
I don't disagree with that. You will certainly end up killing, unless you both know what you're doing. You certainly will end up killing your friend through a choice you made. So
At some point,
yeah,
and that's what happened in our run. Is we killed Fliss, didn't we?
yeah. I've done a few runs. Fliss is the character I've murdered the most, and not even on purpose. It's just when Cameron and I played it, uh, it's just very hard not if they both can't see what's going on. It's very hard not to kill one in the ballroom. And then if you play director's cut, there's like a glitch that shouldn't happen, but I could not get out of the final sequence of the game without her dying. And I was super mad.
Weird.
But I've also done a run, my main run, where I've saved everyone and I found all the clues. This one's kind of annoying because to get all 50 clues and the paintings, you have to do 2 runs. You have to do a base game run and you have to do a director's cut run. Like at minimum.
Yeah.
Assuming you find everything.
Yeah, assuming you find everything.
Which means you used a guide because
Oh, how many times are you going to play before you can actually pull everything off?
yeah.
Yeah, I won't say I didn't. I did. Just to double check. Because I'm pretty good about finding everything, but sometimes there's just, you don't see the sparkle.
Sometimes you don't see the sparkle, and also because this is a decision-based game, sometimes the decisions matter.
Yeah. That's true. Until Dawn has a sequence where if you take the left path, you will miss the clue on the right path.
Yeah. So yeah, Man of Medan. Medan.
Yeah.
Play it. Especially if you've got some friends
Yeah,
to
they're
Unless,
like,
as long as you're
enjoy it with.
into narrative-driven games, if
yeah, it's like 4 to 6 hours. You know, you sit down, you get to kind of do a movie you get to interact with.
But like that's what it's sold as. It's not, like say the order where it's not sold as that, but it sure as hell is.
Also, these weren't super expensive when they came out, and they're usually on sale. The order was sold at $60
um,
And it's
a pop.
Man of Medan is $20 right now, not on sale. So,
Yeah,
um, Little Hope is also $20. The Devil in Me is $40. Um, House of Ashes is $30. But again, those are all not on sale. I bought a bundle. I think I bought the
yeah.
Quarry, and I got a huge bundle that was going on at the time. That was like, if you buy the Quarry, you spend an extra. It was like an extra $20, and I got all of the Dark Pictures games. It's like, okay, yeah.
pretty good.
That's pretty good. I've also played the Quarry all the way through.
I have not even touched it. I honestly mostly bought that bundle because I was like, well, I actually do want the Dark Pictures games. I don't care about the Quarry, but like, I'm gonna spend more than this anyway just buying these games. So
Yeah, that makes sense. The
Might as well just get
Quarry
the extra game.
is the same kind of gameplay, except the money was given to them by 2K. It's very clear when the money ran out, unfortunately.
That's one way of describing it.
Also made during COVID, but it's still very clear when they ran out of money.
All right, on to the tidbits. GTA 4 producer Leslie Benzies wanted NPCs to have their own lives. Former Rockstar lead says, but it ended up being so problematic and didn't really matter that much. Wasn't that also the pitch of Cyberpunk? Except
Yeah.
the difference there was that they just lied.
Yes. Um. Like, look, if someone could actually pull it off correctly, people would care. You know. nobody's gonna care if you go, oh, hey, look at this, we're gonna do it, and then it's wow, they sure do follow a loop, you know?
Yeah, like you can only make it so big. And the more time you spend on it, the less time you spend on actually making a video game. So like reduced
Yeah, this is
returns here. Like it's the more realistic they behave, the more immersive it is. But that's only up to a point because people don't spend all game talking to people. They spend like 10 minutes doing it to be like, "Oh, that's cool." And then they actually go play the game.
yeah, if you're gonna develop something like that, you kind of just gotta have, like Sims or Animal Crossing or Tomodachi Life, where it's just
Like
you can pull that style into the game, but that can't just be some sort of side project you're trying to do while actively developing the game. It's not gonna be worth the investment.
and also, I mean, for a game like GTA, the didn't really matter that much part is so I can GTA everyone's played it and been like, oh, I wonder what would happen if I punch this dude in the face, just like off rip, just walking down the street, pick somebody and punch him in the face, and like you get a realistic reaction and you can follow them and see what they do. But like, how many times are you gonna follow someone for more than like 15
Couple
seconds?
minutes. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and like for GTA, they reset after a very short amount of time, so like
Mhm.
makes sense. Uh, Marvel Rivals players are messing with their config files to cancel games with no consequence before they get a loss. Interesting.
Uh,
So you can edit a config file and cancel out of games
it'll
without penalty?
see that doesn't feel like something you should be able to do mid game.
Yeah, why are we reading config files mid game?
Better question: how are you modifying config files mid game to like actually do something? Like what? Anytime I have to modify a config file, I have to reset the whole program.
People are intentionally abusing the cheating detection system to cancel games with no consequence when they are losing. They drag and drop config files into the game folder mid game. The game cancels. They remove them, and nothing happens to their profile account. Yeah, some dude tweeted a video of it, and they're like, "This happened to me 5 times today while he was streaming." So he has receipts.
So it's like, well, this is how you do it. Please fix this. Like it should not be that hard to detect that there's a new file where it's not, where there just wasn't one mid game. What the hell? So much for server validation. Terrible, dude. Also, skill issue. Don't
Big
lose.
skill issue. Bethesda dev says cuts were rare before Xbox took over. Shocker. All of a sudden, we
Shocker,
have
Microsoft's
yearly layoff.
bleeding them dry. Shocked.
Who could have predicted
Yeah.
this?
Um, anyone with a brain.
Leopards ate my face.
Hmm. Oh yes, I want that money that you're going to give us. All the Bethesda employees going. What about my cut? You get none. You get laid off.
um, Netflix is shutting down 2 more game studios.
Imagine that. The other company that's just buying people.
Night School and Moonloot. Yeah. Hogwarts Legacy 2 officially announced by Warner Brothers. I'm surprised it
Yeah,
took
that
them this long. Well, it's
it's like
officially
their
in development.
one recent successful game, and they're now finally announcing it's in development. Honestly, it feels like they should have had it ready to go with the first season of the HBO show. That's what I would have wanted, especially when they knew the game was going to sell well. But this is why I'm not in charge, because I'm willing to spend money. That's not what they want.
You can't spend money. That drives them nuts.
That's true. I saw a meme earlier. Uh, it was, all right, you're hired for 70,000. I want 60,000. That's lower. Yeah, I'm already saving the company $10,000. Remember that at bonus time.
Bonus time.
Process that. So part of the reason Netflix bought or created a bunch of these companies that they're closing is because it gave them a lot of. So they were trying to create a bunch of like things that they could create shows off of.
Just a bunch of random IP that they're like,
Yeah.
yes, this will just make the show.
No, because if people like the game, it's cheaper to make the game.
Oh, because they've already developed the story from the game, which is what
Yeah.
because
Because
that's
they made
how Last of
what's
Us.
that game?
Wait, well,
What
that
was that
wasn't.
game I
They didn't
played?
do that one.
I don't remember. I played some game made by them that they also released a sequel for, but I think it had a show or it was getting a show. What was that game?
He does not remember.
I know it starts with an O. Oxenfree.
Yeah, Oxenfree. I think I have that. I've never played it.
I think
Shocker.
it was free for a while, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, I've got it on Epic. That's what it is. Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald ports are planned for this year. Rumoredly, supposedly, allegedly. Everyone already called this though when Fire Red and Leaf Green came out. Like, well, the system's already there,
It,
and we've all now well
Systems
and
already there.
verified that people are willing to pay $20 a pop for a Game Boy ROM.
Yeah. Also, the fact that they're killing Pokemon Bank, you kind of have to. Otherwise you're missing a decent portion of the dex. So.
Exactly, which is what they want.
Mhm.
Hack your 3DS, buy a flash card, do something else. But yeah, I saw someone post a photo of like physical versions, like someone put them together, physical versions of Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, and I was like, could you imagine having to carry around a cartridge just to play Pokemon Sapphire, like
No.
on your Switch?
Like,
If I'm gonna do that, it better be the GBA cartridge.
right? It's like, oh yes, let me put in all this extra effort to have a game that's less than a gig. For what? For what purpose?
To sit on the shelf and look pretty.
Correct. Like the digital code boxes for the Gen 1 and 2 games in Japan.
Um, put all three in a combo pack, sell it for $40. You would make $10 billion. You would make as much money as you could make copies to sell.
Mhm. That's so true.
Hell, sell for 60. You're the Pokemon company. What am I saying here?
$20, there you go.
No
$20 pop.
discount. $20 a pop, $60 for
Oh.
3 of them. No discount.
Physical game. Make it limited time. Boom. Instant sellout.
Limited time.
Instant sellout.
I'll pitch this when I go to Japan. I'll find somebody.
Knock knock. Hey, I have an idea.
This is my house. How did you find me? Just like a random
but-
Game Freak developer.
Yeah. But I get a free coffee for this idea.
Deal? Can I come in? Renditions of songs from Super Mario 3D World and Super Mario 3D Land featured in Free Roam and Mario Kart World are jumping into Nintendo Music. I raged about this in the chat, and I'll rage about it again. Why isn't Mario 3D Land music just in the app? Why is it only renditions of certain songs in Mario Kart World? I don't want that.
Why have we exclusively been getting Mario Kart songs for the weekly drop for months now?
Straight up,
Well,
like
no,
the best
it's
soundtracks,
like
as long
every
as we're not
other week,
including.
right?
What?
Is it every other week now? I thought it was like, I swear they were doing weekly at one point.
Well, it is weekly, I think, but I thought Mario Kart was only coming every other week.
I have no idea anymore. All of these announcements feel like
Yeah.
fever dreams. I can't keep up with what's coming out. It's like Chinese
fair.
drip torture. The water droplets on your head, except it's music.
Just release the whole game soundtrack all at once. Why is this so hard?
The best soundtracks, as long as we're not talking about Galaxy. Excluding Galaxy, this is some hot soundtracks. Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run is coming to Fortnite. The name is Smuggler's Gambit. Isn't we're talking about the beginning of it. Kingdom Hearts. Isn't Kingdom Hearts also coming to Fortnite?
Yes. Sora's
Yes.
coming to Kingdom Hearts. Yes. Fortnite. His
So is
Keyblade is
Joker from
not
Persona
the actual
5.
Keyblade. Someone pointed out that his keychain is not Mickey's head; it's the Fortnite llama.
Well, that way when
So
it's a pickaxe, everybody can use it.
yes, correct. That is no more a step again saying no. The canon says that this is Sora's Keyblade, just like they did with Kirby and Smash.
Alex, did you say Persona 5 was also coming to Fortnite?
Yep.
Yeah, and Sonic.
That I keep seeing memes where there's a obvious Mario Kart spot and an obvious Link spot, and people are like, Nintendo said, "Fuck you, we don't want to be in this game." It's like, yeah, because Nintendo doesn't like sharing. We knew this.
You know, they say that. Well, I guess they did Rabbids because Illumination, but like
also exclusive.
fair. But still, even then, someone was like, "Hey, can we just make a XCOM game with Mario characters in it?" You know how many times Nintendo's been pitched ideas like that, where they're like, "Hey, can we make insert game genre here, but with Mario characters in it?" And they're like, "No, piss off." Why did it work with XCOM Rabbids?
I think people don't ask is more the thing.
I guess people don't ask
Also,
probably much anymore. People used to ask all the time. There's tons of stories from that, like pre-DS.
well,
or I guess like
you gotta
pre-2005.
remember,
Yes, that's why
Ubisoft
we've
was
got-
actually supporting the Wii U.
Fair.
That's true.
Maybe that's how.
Fair.
Maybe that's how you get in.
That's-
You're a real one.
He supported the Wii U. We have to be friends.
That's what it is. They supported the Wii U. You know, may not have been consistent towards the end, but nobody's was. but they actually did try.
Even
Unlike
Nintendo
a lot
wasn't
of
consistent at the end.
yeah, true. But like they actually did try. Unlike several developers going, here's this game that's several months old already, or a year old, or Ubisoft actually did try. I think that's that bought them a lot of goodwill.
Yeah, but I think it's also just a thing of people not asking or asking and to get and wanting to put it on other things as well. Because like we have a Crypt of the Necro Dancer Zelda game.
Yeah, but Nintendo reached out to them, right?
Did they?
I don't know which way. I thought that's what it was. I thought they
So maybe
were like,
that's
"Hey,
just
this is
all it
cool."
is. It's just like, hey, we'll make it exclusive.
Nintendo loves the word exclusive. It's their favorite word. Oh, but
Because Fortnite doesn't want it exclusive. Because
that it that's because it doesn't help them. They don't make as much money if it's exclusive.
someone brought up they're willing to do exclusives. Nintendo's got exclusives in Rocket League. That was
Rocket League was
before.
before
Yeah,
Epic
that was before they were bought out by Epic.
Yeah, that's just that's a standing contract at this point. It's just
I mean,
they're
like
in there,
Minecraft has it
but
too. Like there's a whole custom
the
packs you
Mario,
Dude,
Switch
yeah,
exclusive custom packs.
one of the characters in the new Fortnite season is clearly a Minecraft character. They even have a glider that looks like a skyblock, kind of.
Interesting.
I think Mojang told him no.
that'd be funny. Because
No,
Mojang
this
also
isn't
just does not
Steve.
want to
This
care.
is Steven.
Steven, guys, Steven. Um,
Steven Blockman.
circling back to the Smuggler's Run thing. Uh, you have to have a park ticket if you want this exclusive skin, which somehow I ended up on the Fortnite subreddit for this. Like that's the post I saw about this, and they're all hating on it because it's like a skin worth like $8 because it's not it's not an actual character skin or anything. It's just like a generic dude. Um, but they're all like, "What the fuck is it? You have to go to Disney and go and ride a ride for this?" It is very much uh who cares, But
Yeah.
I think it's funny. Like you had to because there's one of the Disney subreddits I saw a post where they're like, we're having to ban people begging for the Fortnite codes. Stop this. Get some help.
So
I found it.
when you ride the game, when you ride the
Yeah,
game, when you
you so
ride the
you
ride,
connect
you get
you
a code.
connect yeah, you connect Epic to your My Disney Experience account, and then when you ride on Smuggler's Run, it does a mission or something. I haven't looked into it. I
Are you
did
gonna do
post
it
it
for
though.
Cooper?
I mean, I could, I guess. I don't know if Cooper cares. Uh, okay, so this is what the guest journey, as it is called on the thingamabob, says. Uh, go to Disneyland or the My Disney Experience app to accept Hondo's mission once you enter the park. Then ride Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. After your mission, so after you do Smuggler's Run, uh, you'll receive, let's see, a message that says, "Well done. Hondo is waiting for you on Smuggler's Gambit Island in Fortnite with your cut of the profits. Log in with My Disney to complete linking your account to receive rewards in Fortnite." And then you get definitely not a clone trooper. Receive an exclusive Fortnite reward when you link your eligible Epic Games and My Disney account, and then you do the Fortnite Star Wars thing with Hondo and Naka in Fortnite.
Stop asking. We're not. We're sick of getting spam.
Yeah. This also circles back to the Play Disney being closed because typically the fact that, even if it's not like a big game thing, the fact that it's not, hey, here's this game and here's a game thing, and that's where this is being held in. Yeah, that
I
that
mean,
felt weird to me when they announced that.
this is because Disney owns 10% in Fortnite, right?
Yeah, that's what they, I will not be surprised if we reach a point where Disney has like, director level or whatever it is, stakeholder position in Epic. Like 10% is decent, but I could see them owning a lot more, especially since they just used Unreal for the Smug Wish Run update.
Star Citizen developer stream goes horribly off the rails, creating further distrust among players. Isn't Star Citizen that game that's been in alpha for like its entire life?
Yeah.
How can it go off the rails?
Um,
I don't know.
they kept running into bugs that showed the game is indeed broken. The developers had issues using their own weapons, swapping between weapons, accessing their inventory, and much, much more. Eventually, the frustrations among the developers grew and they started becoming passive aggressive with each other before opting to just pull the plug on the stream altogether.
Hmm. You know, that's pretty bad.
To add more fuel to the fire, one of the developers closed out the stream by saying that they were proud of the work being done by the team and that they wanted to get this build out so players could have the same experience they had on stream, which just made fans feel like they lacked awareness of what happened during the broadcast. It's a brutal watch. Incredibly awkward, cringe, forced, slightly sinister feeling at times, and the local server gameplay was still terrible. No one was having fun. Felt like a hostage video, said a comment under the stream.
Perfect. We need to watch this then.
Yeah, this.
Watch it after the show. That sounds hilarious, dude.
Well, things are going well.
Always, always, always.
It's a shame nobody makes cringe compilations anymore.
No one makes
for
cringe
gaming.
anymore. Everything's pre-recorded and combed over.
Yeah,
Or
but this
AI.
has cringe, so someone could have made a perfect cringe compilation.
I'm sure someone will. Just to prove a point. Quote, it's time to sue Sony. Stop Killing Games joins lawsuit over PlayStation's digital monopoly amid death of physical games. Um, do they have a monopoly though?
On their
That is
store.
what they're arguing, yeah. Is that the Sony store is a monopoly for the PlayStation.
Well, yeah, but I mean, isn't the eShop a
It-
monopoly on the Switch? Like,
yes,
what are we
but it's
talking
what
about?
Epic argued it for Apple, which is what I think they're
They're
going to
using
try
here.
to use.
What are we talking about here, though? I'm so confused. Like, yeah, the App Store. So because Apple's App Store was
It's
a monopoly for iPhones, even though it's the same thing, that's a monopoly. So,
Yes.
oh, I can't wait till the Switch gets sued for this. Because it's only a matter of time, right?
Well, I think
long
the
as they're
reason,
digital, technically, or physical.
yeah, I think the physical argument that you can go into a store and buy the game for $20 if it's on sale in that store
I
is what
see.
prevents.
Mm. Well, that's probably gonna do nothing, and nothing's gonna change, and everything's gonna suck. But you know, We can hope.
We're already there, so it can't get much worse,
Right.
in theory.
Dragon Quest IX has been trapped on the Nintendo DS for 17 years, and franchise creator Yuji Horii was a little disheartened to learn that fans never wanted it.
Rough.
Yeah, that is kind of rough.
It says wanted that.
Or wanted what? That to for that to be the case?
Yeah, I think so.
Did someone just assume?
That's a confusing worded article.
Yeah, let's see. Um it made for interesting gameplay. Oh, no, it's about being on the DS. Um It made for interesting gameplay, and I thought everyone would be surprised. But when we announced it, we had a lot of criticism, like, what? On the DS? Um, the developers wanted quick and easy play over local networks. At the time, there were not many games using local networks, and it was difficult to do so. But with the Nintendo DS, the moment you turned the power on, you could connect with people. Oh,
Big
so
ipsies.
fan expectation at the time was this game coming to like PS3 or something. Like it was going to be HD and shit. And then it comes out on the DS, which is not even SD.
True.
Interesting.
Uh,
Speaking of
but
interesting,
what I'm hearing is Square needs to start pulling shit to the modern era, especially from
yeah,
the
like
DS.
everybody else, get with the program.
But it doesn't make them enough money. It didn't sell a bajillion copies.
They're stocked it in quadruple overnight.
We announced the game. Why isn't our stock going up?
Old but still interesting tidbit of the week. In Mario Kart DS, the emblem on Toad's standard cart is reverse color from his normal head. So Toad's head is white with red spots, and the emblem on his cart is red with white spots.
And apparently, this has just always been the case. Like this was incorrect in like the beta screenshots that we are floating around online, and it's still in the game where it's like, oh well, Toad's icon is just wrong.
That's how much of a dork show this is. We literally verified this on a DS before the show that the colors on this icon on this one car in Mario Kart DS is actually reversed.
It was funny.
Gave me a reason to pull Mario Kart DS off the shelf for like 2 seconds.
True.
Onto the rumors. New data shows 89% of pre-orders for GTA 6 are for the $100 edition, which is the Ultimate Edition. NBA 2K27 Ultra Edition, which is $150, is the second most pre-ordered game. And the Deluxe Edition of 2K27, which is $100, is the third most pre-ordered game. So Take-Two Interactive got GTA 6 and NBA 2K in the top 3 on PlayStation.
Disgusting.
Bro, paying $150 every year for a sports game, I will never understand.
There was a
But like,
post,
no wonder they keep doing it, man. Holy
right?
shit!
It's easy because it's not like you can really increase the graphics fidelity right now. Nobody's moved on to better tech, and they're not. It's not like they're pushing, the bleeding edge of graphics.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's only
So they're
so
just
much you can change. It's a sports game. The sport is the same sport it's always been.
Dude, if they're mostly selling the $100 one, there's no reason for them to have real ads.
Oh, there absolutely is real reason to have ads. They are
It
selling
means
that
that
game
they
for
can.
$100 or $150 with ads in them, and
Yeah,
people are buying it. Why would they take the
which
ads out?
means
People are buying it.
also they're not having to actually like develop the gameplay loop because it's been a thing since before video games.
Yeah, we already know the gameplay loop. Yeah, I
They
mean,
they do not add enough for it to be like, oh, yep, let me buy the $100 copy at launch.
I'm gonna buy it again
Oh my
next year.
gosh, right? There was a post I saw. It was a dude buying a Switch 2, and the game he bought was like Madden or 2K, one of the big sports games that just released, and everyone's like, "This is how you're celebrating with that?"
Yeah. Oh, guys, I'm gonna buy a new console just to play Madden 27.
Like,
Madden
bruh.
27 or DK Bonanza. I know DK Bonanza wasn't a 10 out of 10, but it was a 9,
And it's not Madden.
and it's not Madden.
That automatically bumps it up another level, you know? Like, come on, what are we doing here?
Um, the Lego
Like,
Marvel game series has been put on an indefinite hold, in theory.
because Warner Brothers is now doing a requirement where they have to do Warner Brothers owned properties exclusively.
Nah, because here I'll move them around.
Wait,
Read the next rumor.
New Lego Disney game being made in the same style as the Telltale games, but by a different studio.
Oh nope, that's consistent. Because Telltale owns Warner Brother owns Telltale.
Mm. So it's just gonna Marvel is on hold because Disney now.
Yeah, and Warner Brothers. Because
Yeah.
Cameron is right. That Warner Brothers has essentially said we want to make our properties, which means Lego Star Wars will be the Skywalker saga, will be the last one.
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's barely a Lego game.
I don't know. Lego Batman's like it.
Speaking of Lego,
But
Lego Super Mario minifigure sets are reportedly leaked for next year. Lots of Lego rumors today.
Lots of
yep,
Lego figures, yeah.
Did you post these photos of the minifig? I'll just look at them.
Did not.
Oh, Mario Kart.
proper Mario Kart. That sounds good.
It looks like yeah, there's like Baby Mario, all the baby characters. It looks like, or not all of them, but all the normal ones.
Can you post that in chat? Let's see.
There's Yoshi and
Oh
uh Lemmy,
wait.
Baby Toad, Baby Peach, Baby Luigi, Baby Mario.
I own that Yoshi. That might just be the picture they decided to use. Um, Mario. So the sets are Mario's Pipe Jump, Mario Kart Racing with Mario. Wait,
Yeah,
Yoshi
Mario's
at Mario.
Beach,
What? Wait,
Mario Kart, Bowser's Rumbling Cart.
Yoshi at Mario's house was that not already a set, or is that the reverse? No. Um, are we redoing sets?
All 8 sets are expected to launch next year, January 2027.
They're doing that thing where they make new versions of old sets.
Yep. And people keep buying it, so they're gonna keep doing it.
It's like some of these sound very familiar. And then I looked it up, and lo and behold, there it is. I don't like that.
Alleged GTA 6 gameplay footage has leaked. Um, but I followed up on this. Nate the Hate said that most of this footage that's been going around has like already been available for like a year. Yeah, reportedly over a year old.
Well, more like it's a year old of footage, but it's not been available like this.
I see. Cars needing gas, cops keeping track of your face appearance, clothing, and car when you get a wanted status. Small snippet of a radio host. The song being Impact by S.G. Lewis and Robin. A snippet of a second song being overheard by a passing car. A more dynamic HUD that only appears when needed. The minimap disappears, and cops only appear on it when you can see them. The return of RDR's honor system. The map being an island again, and it's just scratching the surface. So
That sure does sound like a GTA game, guys.
And finishing topic. Speaking of those rumors with the pre-order prices, what's the most you would pay for the digital pre-order of a premium edition of a game? Like the top tier edition. Name a game, any game. Top
What
edition
do I
of it.
get in it?
What all the bonus stuff. I think
Look,
that is part of the problem, right? Like it's hard to be like, oh, like I would
Like
pay this much,
theoretically,
but
what's the most you could fathom paying for this? Like if say it's another reality where there's a new this Ocarina of Time, okay, it gets a collector's edition that comes with like crazy stuff, like a metal statue and
see, but that okay. The question is digital,
oh yeah,
right?
digital,
Or is
digital,
it
right,
physical?
not physical. Sorry.
Right.
So like
Digital
it came
premium.
with um Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD as bonuses. And like I don't know, just like stuff that like the best digital edition that you could it comes with a ton of extra content and like an extra game and a whole bunch. Cuz like even then like they're not going to give you the world.
Right.
So like in my mind I was like, okay, like for the Zelda one, if it came with Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD for free or free, I'd pay like and a bunch of other shit, I assume as well. I think my theoretical maximum is either 150 or 200. I'm not. I'm somewhere around there.
I can't push back to past 200. I'm gonna be honest.
That's what I'm. This is yeah.
not
It's
for a
like
digital game. And it would really, really have to blow me away.
Like
You know,
even this 150 that people are spending, that makes me uncomfortable. I don't think I have like for a digital version. I know I'm trying to look and see what my most expensive digital version was. I have an idea what my most expensive physical one is, but like I'm willing to drop a lot more physically.
yeah. I like Forza 6. I paid 120 because I got the top edition, but that one comes with 2 packs of DLC that are going to be released before like 2028 or something. and like a bunch of DLC cars and exclusive car passes, and you got the early access to play it and some other things as well. So like really I only justified the 120 because it is like you're buying the DLC ahead of time.
Right.
And the DLC, I know it's going to be good. It's going to be Forza DLC. It's just going to be more driving. It's going to be driving in new places. So like it's a pretty safe bet that the DLC is going to be good. Uh so like I was comfortable with that, but like if it wasn't for that, the 120 would be like hell no. I am paying 120 to play it 4 days early.
No, definitely not. Which is sometimes basically the
Just what
main
you.
thing they offer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, great. Like, unless
Pay us
you're
$20 more to pay it 4 days early. I'll wait.
unless you're a YouTuber and you want, the game as soon as you can so you can beat it and whatnot, what's it matter?
Maybe this is a dopamine issue because I gotta admit I did feel like a king playing that game before everybody else.
But it's not worth the extra 20 if that's the main selling point
Yeah, no,
of the
no,
extra
I would
money.
not have done it if it wasn't for all the DLC that it comes with.
I'm generally trying to look, and it looks like digitally, like the. I know it's not though. Like my mind's telling me not, but I'm seeing like consistently my most expensive bot digital are $80.
So just
I'm
the
pretty
going
sure.
rate.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I'm pretty sure I've bought a digital at 100.
Cooper did, and he regrets it. Um,
Oh, I did find one at 107. That was Metaphora with all of its stuff.
let's see. I would say
I mean, I'll be honest, my number's like probably 150 and then but I better get like a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's kind of the problem. Like, it's
I better
hard to
get the season
give
pass the season pass of DLC.
it's really hard to give a full uh blank check on it without knowing what is in it. I would probably say a max of like 125, 150, but it is going to have to blow me away, you
I
know.
mean, I'll be honest, the yeah, cuz here's Rebirth plus Remakes Digital Deluxe and the remake came with it for 100, which was the one I was thinking about. Um
I
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. If it's like 100 and he comes with like a bunch of costumes and stuff and things like that, I generally don't really blink hard if it's a game I know I really want to play.
yeah,
It's when we get higher than like $100, like really up there, where I'm like, man, I better be promised like the season pass, and you better have shown that you're working on the season pass, not oh, we're gonna make a season pass and then it's canceled.
yeah.
Yeah, pre-order the pass. Uh,
I think the perfect storm could make me spend 200, but that is like literally like there's one scenario out of the 900 billion that uh what's his face can
200.
see.
yeah, but
200.
it's going to
200
happen.
for a
Doctor
digital
Strange.
deluxe?
Doctor Strange. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
just the one, you know, like
200, I think about physical and I'm like, fuck it, right? I There's a lot of physical that I would buy
usually.
for 200. Like that
Well,
did
yeah,
physical
that's kind of
collection
the thing, right?
editions.
Like, to, um, usually if a physical collector's edition is 200, there's something that they
I could name a
show.
bunch of ones I wanted. And they were all like 250.
The
There was
Kingdom Hearts
Cloud on
3.
his there was Cloud on his bike for Final Fantasy Remake. There was a Sephiroth statue for Rebirth. And then they're like 150. Every Resident Evil from 2 onwards has had like a statue set. But those were all physical. 200 for just a digital one? I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't really know either. It makes me queasy to say that, but I think like with a very specific set of circumstances, I would do it.
Like you're essentially getting like
I'd have to be
yeah,
getting
not
games. Like it wouldn't. It's
like
more than DLC
multiple
at this
games.
point. It's like I'd have to be getting additional games.
Kind of like
It basically have to be like the Wind Waker booster disc for me to even consider that.
and they're just
Where
not going to give that kind of content for
yeah,
the modern era.
200 man.
That's 200 is definitely like the max though, and even that's like
Mine's
an unrealistic
comfortably,
expectation.
and it's not. Mine's comfortably 100, and then it can go up
I think I
to
agree with that. I think I'm
150.
comfortable
Yeah,
up to 120. I mean, because like I did it with Forza. Like for the right game, I'll do 120.
for
But over that,
Yeah.
it
yeah,
needs to be
if I
something
it's
really
definitely
meaty.
for that kind of money though. It's not going to be like a dev team I don't
Yeah,
trust,
it's got to
right?
be
Like it's going to be
someone
someone
I
with a
know.
proven track record, like Nintendo um
I mean, yeah, like
or like
these Forza devs have been. I mean, they're the same devs for all 6 games, and they've
I mean,
all
it's
been
got to.
consistently the
it
same. Like,
has to be a proven track record.
yeah, need some history.
Yeah, I'll comfortably do 100 because it's like, oh, it's 30 more bucks. Oh, it's 20 more bucks, because we've gone up
Like
on
it's I think a
On
good
prices, yeah.
comparison with physical was Tears of the Kingdom being 70, right? Like we trusted Nintendo because of previous games. And arguably that game has $70 worth of content. Oh, it's probably got more than $70 worth.
But
But
man, a certain amount it becomes this should just be a physical edition with a statue,
Yeah.
which I know a lot of companies, and probably because they're worried about the thing, but also because of people just buying it digitally. They've been like, "Oh, here's our physical edition, but no digital game," and then I crash out because
Who wants to buy that?
why are you also charging me the price of the digital game? Just sell me the junk if you're going to not give me a physical copy.
Yeah.
yeah, I think the problem is it's very case by case,
It's
and most
it's comfortably 100 though. Like even for random games, it's probably if well not any random game, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Run of the mill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the most are not going to have earned it. That's for sure. That's
And even then, unless it's like mine is, I do it because I know I have the money, let me buy it, let me have it secure. But if I was in more comfortable positions like y'all, it would be like, why would I pre-order till the day of? They can suffer. They haven't given me anything.
Oh yeah, that's what I do all the time. I like pre-ordering is so specific for me now. Like even Forza 6, like I bought it like a day before it came out,
Yeah.
and that was just so I could download it before it,
Yeah.
because I got the early access. Like, there's no pre-orders are a psyop now.
especially for digital games, dude.
Yeah,
There's
pre-order a
right
digital
like
product that's not gonna ever run out.
Right. Although GTA 6 is going to crash the servers.
Yeah,
So.
why would you even
yeah,
try to play day one. If it's always online, like if it won't let you play offline, what's the point of even trying to play day one, dude? It's gonna explode.
Yeah, right.
There ain't no way they prep those servers.
All
Well,
right.
that's I think a big reason. Sorry,
No, you're
why
good.
there's no online GTA 6 on launch.
Yeah, I mean,
They're not.
let everybody
Because
play the
that's all
game.
that would be the news cycle, yeah. GTA 6 can't be played on launch because the servers are down because everyone's trying to play GTA 6 on launch.
They could
Yeah,
provide it at launch as long as they didn't make the game always online. That's when you have the problem. Like, okay,
true.
you made it online and it's not working at launch because everyone's playing it. That's fine. But if I can't play it offline while you guys figure that out, now we've got problems.
Yeah, there's no reason for most games to be always online, and that
No,
sucks.
there's not. GTA 7, or not GTA 7, GT 7.
Yeah,
That is like burned into my skull now. That game. Always online. Ridiculous. And it's one of like a million. Like it didn't do anything spectacularly bad, but that's the game that I liked that did it. It's like this is stupid. All right, well that's gonna wrap up the show for us here. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. usually. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.com/StormwindGames. Anywhere you get your podcast, you can find us. Add us on Twitter at AllNightGamers with a K. Let us know what's the most you would pay for a digital premium edition of a game, like the best of the best you could get. Are you one of those people that spent $150 on NBA 2K27? We'd love to have you on the show and just see what other opinions you
Pick
have.
your brain.
Yeah, I think your opinions would be great. Yeah, let us know, and we'll be back next week, as always, for more gaming news, talk, and discussion. Thank you so much for listening. Again, be good to yourself, be good to each other. We love you all to death. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.